Hello and welcome back to another episode of Returning to the Remake 2 years later after the original release of the game. So last time we did the Sector 7 plate drop in, and there was a really heavy scene. We're still during that arc, but there was a lot to cover, and it was probably one of the extremely well delivered pieces of the entire game so far. Definitely one of those things where it was a lot to talk about, even down to the detail, the NPCs all the way through, and it really created almost a terrifying experience. Is the whole point, like it's a disaster. And now today we're going to pick up and we're going to jump straight back into going back to Sector 7. And then I remember there's a mission where you go underground and you have to fight this monster, and then there's a slight nod to Shinra and experiments, which we'll talk about when we get there. But we're going to go find out what happened, if anyone survived, and all that good stuff. Be interesting to hear what your thoughts on the progress so far, and just your general thoughts on the game so far as well. I'm really loving playing through the game again and just re-experiencing it. Not just talking about what theories, and now we know the REBIRTH trailer. It's not just about the REBIRTH trailer. It's also just re-experiencing the remake, has seen the interactions, getting to talk, for me personally, getting to talk about some of the interactions and what's been done really well in the game. It's not always about what's going to happen next, guys. To me, it's more like, oh my god, can we just take a minute to enjoy this scene or that look in the background? Or is literally, when I reload the game, and you look up and you're like, the game is leaving you with this massive hole, reminding you that the entire plate just dropped onto a slum. It's kind of like, wow, the way the game's been delivered. And it's like right now, look at the sky. Well, I say the sky, the area is really dark and gloomy. Just the coloring is done really well to create this really dark. This is like a disaster just happened, and you can finally see the full reactor in the background as well. And look how tall it is as well. Look how tall that reactor is. Now, I would have added a blue line, or some smoke coming on top of it, just for fun, because it's a reactor. But you know what? It shows you how big the reactors really are as well, which is really creating that what's the words? Depth. It's really creating that level of depth, which is really, really important. So yeah, and I think when I unpause my music now. Go back into this anyway. But yeah, it's very much, that was good time. But yeah, down to that scene. Now we're going to return back to Sector 7. We're going to head straight back into it, talking about everything along the way, and how the guys are doing. Tifa and Barrett are really sad right now. Barrett's, he's found Marlene, so he's relieved, but he also wants to go and see, help the people of Sector 7. Tifa's was angry, and she doesn't know how to deal with her feelings right now with everything's happening. The game kind of just pull you away from it a bit now anyway. I just want to check my stuff, because we did fight Rude Marino. It doesn't matter. Right, let's just roll him. I don't think there's anything to do here. I did say I would do Leviathan, Shiva, and all the summon fights with Chadley, but we'll do that once we get back to the wall market properly. I think that's just when we got some time to break that up. It goes in morning, the collapse set. It's what Shinra have done here, created that whole stigma of Avalanche terrorists, and they're out of or they get. We don't know if they actually blamed Avalanche yet now, and it's still blaming Avalanche, or actually if they blame Ruta at this point. Creating their own narrative, like evil organizations and governments have been known to do.
My ears are still ringing from it.
This wasn't an accident, was it?
Probably not.
Not another bombing?
I think I have to go left, don't I?
Wait, it's really gone. I thought it was a joke.
Something's not right with the world today. What does this mean for mid
Midgar's future.
This music is really nice and chill, by the way. It really like, cause everything's happened before this is really like tense, but this is really like, settling music. You know, nice and like brings you back to calm. You know, like really well, good choice of music here.
Over there.
And now Cloud's like, go this way. So I hope you're ready for some dubstep again. Before I do anything, we managed to beat Rude and Reno. And Barrett, I forgot to level up or do anything with him. So we should like... we should probably level him up. I didn't even equip him. I didn't do anything with him. I'm mad, I tell you, I'm mad. I might move Cloud's HB materia. Oh, I don't know yet. I feel like making him more of a tank is the right thing to do. What's this? Cleansing? What am I going to do with that? What we got here? Prayer? Pray? Pray. Now! Wait, that's the wrong Final Fantasy game. Having anything on error for this stage of the game is kind of silly. Hang on, let me upgrade his weapon actually before I do anything. Nice. I wanted to make sure if I had any more materia slots. Which we don't. I can increase hard edge while I'm in. So when I first played this, I just did this in an order that was convenient, but now like I wanted attack power at the time and stuff, but now I'm just like, you know, I thought you could change character with that screen there, but I guess not. Has she done that? I don't think Feathered is better than... Just, yeah. I don't remember Star Shower. I know Star Shower ability is great, but like, I don't remember the weapon being that good. But it's Tifa, she can beat anything with anything, to be honest. Let's be honest with you. I don't really know what to give. For just a casual play, I don't really know what to give him, really. Cloud setup. Tifa's kind of... I guess I'll just put a cure on. Yeah, I think if I go... There's a way to pull it up, isn't there? There we go. I love this, by the way, because this is in the original game that you can pull up this screen, where you can select and move the material around like you could in the original game. But there's a way of doing this if you on the original game, because a lot of people didn't realize there's a button called range where you can arrange the materia for all you without having to switch them individually. I think I'm going to do that. She keeps the magic up because, you know, Aerith, but assess. Lol. Put wind on here. What's he got here? But if I give him a better armor, perhaps that might be a good idea. Oh, it's actually pretty good. I think. No, we got better stuff. At this point, the DLC stuff stopped being good again, isn't it? Oh, what does Cloud need? Yeah. Okay. That should be a good way to go. Oh, wait. I'm going to do this though. Do this. Give you something to attack with as well, why not? There we go, it's got a spare summon for you. Oh, we do! Of course we do! There you go, have anything, right. Right. Who's up for some good old dubstep? Also, Barrett leveled up as well. So even though we're in a pie, they still leveled him all up. Yeah, that's the only reason why I actually put summons in for a lot of the gameplay. Was just to use a stat boost.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Won't be tough.
Of course not.
About damn time. You got this.
I got this.
It's over.
There.
Keep it coming. I'm ready.
One step at a time, huh?
Well, this doesn't feel. This feels like just a modern Final Fantasy song, to be honest with you. When you say out of play, I didn't realize I missed this. I mean, it's just different music for different places. Creates different environment. I mean, it's not exactly like, I don't know. It did feel like Final Fantasy 13 music, which is fine because that's what I like a lot of music is. Nothing wrong with trying some new stuff here and there.
It's blocked.
Yeah, I like the song.
There, that way. We'll have
What
to
you're
find our way
thinking is
through.
it's because it's
But
not
it's
a Final
our only
Fantasy
shot.
VII song, so it doesn't really fit. If this was the original game, this was retro rendition, you might have had a slightly different opinion. But this is not. This isn't the original game, so. But that's just how I feel. I'm quite open to a lot of the new changes and additions and stuff like that. But yeah, when I first heard this, I thought this sounds like this is the most Final Fantasy 13 song I've heard. And then it doesn't matter because we get this song anyway. Wait, is the poster up there? I thought it was a bit early, didn't it? Because it's because they're afraid of jams. Internet's like they're playing some dubstep. Nah, come on, we can't be allowing that.
Won't be tough.
Of course not.
Wait, oh, does this one play? Where's my?
There's still more. Hang in there. We gotta switch it up.
Let's do this.
Hang in there.
Not bad.
Sorry, I took a moment to appreciate Tifa in the middle of that fight. Character design in this game is like phenomenal. So this is different to the first time we walked through it. They recreated the area basically.
That seems stronger.
Wait. Oh, I never mentioned the fleeing system in this game. So you can run from fights by leaving a certain area, And then when the first version of the game come out, I don't know if you can do it now. You could abuse it, and speedrunners did it as well. You could abuse. Okay, it just takes me to there anyway. You could abuse it, and then I think it was in Sector 5. You could skip a whole section because you could run out of bounds in the middle of the fight. And yeah, it was really strange. You could literally run out of bounds in the middle of the fight and run from like Sector 5 all the way through and unlock the wall market and stuff like. It was kind of crazy the stuff you could do. I don't know if you can still do it now, but yeah, the fleeing system's kind of like interesting. But it's also good you can just skip them. I think doing every fight is worth it at least once in terms of keeping yourself strong enough for the game. Because the game, one thing I liked about this game is that you never really needed to farm in this game.
Taking over. That it?
If you fight everything at least once, you never need to farm in this game. In my opinion. Even with hard mode, because the game kind of just gives you enough experience and stuff to progress forward anyway. There's no need to, alright, I'm going to fight here, you know, sometimes in the original game you're like, oh, I can't beat Materia Keeper, I'm going to grind and fight for about 20 minutes. You didn't really need to do that in this game. It's possible to beat the game just by playing through it, without having to stop. And I kind of like that. Now, you can grind, you know, it could be an ability thing, you know, but it's all down to you and how you know, the game that gives you the tools to do it. For maxing everything, yeah, the Shinra Town is really good for that. I have a save file with F3 just in case I ever need to, because I like finishing things, so I did all that. But where you going, Cloud?
It's on now. It's on you.
Fire and runner! I think I finished the base game around level 40 or something. We'll find out on this playthrough where I rated enough, because I'm already 23 and I haven't hit Shinra Tower yet, so finishing at level 30 or 32 I think is a bit low of an estimate to me. I'd say it was a bit higher. I think it was closer to 40. I think level 40 something was closer to it. But you really felt the difference when you did react to one thing and things would be the same again. It'd be just be better, yeah, it'd be harder. And then you got debated and the game hard mode was actually like a whole new experience effectively in terms of mechanics, which I absolutely love that, by the way. And I'm sure they'll do the same in REBIRTH, where you can give you 2 full experiences. One's going to be a whole new challenge. And well, I think the hardest thing what you're saying there here is you mentioned Pride and Joy fight. The Pride and Joy fight is actually one of the easier fights, that entire thing. The whole category where you fight all of the summons and then that, like especially Bahamut, was a hard thing. Yeah, the whole thing. Bahamut is like that Bahamut and that Bahamut hard mode fight. Not the Bahamut, but just Bahamut hard mode fight. Oh my god. On the challenge, especially hard mode, you have to conserve your MP with the other fights. It's just insane.
We got Green on.
Fire and runner!
I know you can
I got
do
it.
We are in that down. Ah! What did you die to?
Got some fight left in you.
Shake it off.
Gotta love it. Sorry.
Tifa! Stop dying!
All right. Let's finish this. You okay? Pushing it.
I'm up for anything.
Oh, nice one, Barrett. You just missed completely.
I've lived through worse.
Oh my god, stop! Oh. Just a quick pointer the first time that I'm using it. But if anyone remembers early game Final Fantasy VII, poison is so broken in that game. And it's just as broken in this game. And if you need a carry from hard mode, poison is it for anything that's non-mechanical.
You're better than
Anything that's non-mechanical in the hard mode or for the remake, I highly recommend just using poison. It will eat enemies' health for you, and you can just focus on trying to keep alive. I've got so many of these, I might just use them. Bahamut? Well, it's Bahamut, I don't understand. It is Bahamut. I don't say Bahamut, I said Bahamut. Well, doesn't he already summon Ifrit anyway? I swear, Ifrit summons halfway through the fight no matter what. Now my problem is I never got to assess Ifrit. Because I was a bit... I either beat Bahamut too fast, so I was so focused on like... I had my combo set, I remember I had my combo set up. But I never actually got to... I never really got to assess it because it died too quickly. I just thought he died with Bahamut because I was assess it afterwards. Yo, yeah, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for the 69 parkour bits. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good Friday. Appreciate you being here. Welcome to Dubstep Square FM. Oh, cool little shout here as well is the 3 idiots actually hang out down here. I don't know if they're going to be here. Do you want to get up? Are you still... Cloud, the fight's over, mate. So the 3 idiots you fight the first time, I don't know if they'll show up on this version because we're still in the story, but when later on, when you're like going back and forth, you're doing like side quests and stuff like that, they actually show up here all the time as a repeat fight, which is kind of cool. You done with work? Nice.
Won't be tough.
Of course not.
Sorry.
These guys are really cool, by the way, because they're like the same bandits from Final Fantasy VII as well. Like, they literally are the spitting image of them as well.
Bring it. Take that.
Hell yeah!
Maybe dial it back a little.
Like, the annoying bandits that steal from you in the original game are literally them guys there. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Not so fast. You wanna come?
Oh, they're here. There you go. They're actually here.
Hang in there.
And they all... There you go. You again.
Friendly old.
Stop lying. We go way back.
Let me handle this. Bring it.
Guess it's my turn. Bring it home.
I got this. Come on.
Man, imagine there was fire elemental.
Yeah. It's on you.
Should have fiery fists as well. Excited me play you. I'm really excited to do the EP DLC as well. I really can't wait to get there. But I'm not rushing this on purpose. I'm looking forward. I'm really enjoying just replaying through this as well. Yeah, that dude. So these fights are like a different ballpark. Even these fights can be a challenge in hard mode. I think on hard mode, the big dude was I don't think it's this part or it might be later on. It could be a real bit of a nightmare. And this is also why the stuff we got on the way here with Arab, it's important to get then because you can't go back that way now.
Finally. Those assholes were really getting on my nerves.
Okay, so one's a bit more different out of these three. I didn't heal, my bad. Oh no. And you can't really run from these.
I know you can
All
do it.
set. Come on. Take the lead.
Let's do this. Gotcha. Let's finish this. That's it. Brace yourself. Here we go.
There. Come on.
See ya. It's over.
It's over.
Damn, that was close.
What could we have done better?
Have you tried getting good? Sorry. I thought it'd be funny for me to say that for a change. Oh, I didn't mean to do it on Tifa again. Yeah, I agree here. It's like the game, hard mode especially, forces you to think about
That a way out?
your loadouts, the mechanics. You know, it's not just blast through it if you're lucky. But this normal mode kind of does. But even normal mode isn't. I don't think you should. It's not necessarily easy. Like you can still easily lose. Like if you're not ready. Oh, we're back here again, by the way. If you're not equipped and set up properly, easily. Like you can see that I'm like still taking damage on Zulu's and characters. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Bomb, bomb, bomb.
Does it look like we can go this way? No. There's monsters everywhere.
Oh, there's thugs everywhere. Here we go.
Road's still good.
You remember how we used to play around here?
Never would have crossed our minds back then. If a plane could drop out of the sky.
Bum bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum bum. Here we go.
Weimer! You're alive!
Still in one piece?
Who else made it out?
I wish I knew. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm just glad you survived. Gives me hope for the others.
This is bad.
And we're back to the carnage.
Not yet.
Right, so let's talk about what's going on here. They are still recreating the horror that's occurred.
If they hadn't helped us,
Yeah, we covered that last time, Heroes. So they're all like, they've all lost their homes. It's like a war zone basically. They've lost their homes. They're all they're like, what do we do now?
evacuated somewhere.
Like the fires are still raging. Like there's less rubble than here than before. Here's
I really hope that all my friends are okay.
Betty.
I'm sure they are, honey. Don't worry.
This is bad.
Yeah, the speech and the we spoke about it last time, but yeah, the plate dropping and the follow up messages and Barrett's reaction stuff is incredible.
This is bad.
Guys, what are you pushing?
This is bad.
Yeah, why more? I'll speak to you in a minute, but guys,
This is bad.
there was I said before, but I'll say it again. If there was ever a time to make sure that this game had something to deliver, it was a plate drop scene. And also this song.
Never know what you're gonna run into out there. Best be prepared.
To put a chill jazz version of this in. Here, it's a really nice settled place to do it. Like if they put like one of those Chocobo songs here as a collectible, it would have been ruined the moment. Like little nods like that. And on our Head No Way is obviously an iconic song. But yeah, this is such a really nice one to have here.
Careful out there.
Sector 7, huh?
That's the weapon.
Yeah.
Dude.
Left a few things behind.
I see. I know it's not much, but it's all I got.
What's my guilt at? I mean, I'm not guilt. If I start struggling, I'll do things like that. I haven't listened to the whole jazz album. Unless you mean all of the tracks that you can collect. I love them all, yeah. They're all really, really good.
This is.
We need able-bodied men and women.
How have you got an ad? You're a sub. It's not even possible.
We can't afford to lose any more lives. Not now.
There is a full jazz album. I'm gonna check that out
This
later.
is bad.
It's on Spotify. So now we're going back into and we can't even get to the other side. I don't think you can ever get to the other side, to be honest with you. I think the only way to get here is by going all the way around.
This is bad.
I might be wrong. They might
bad.
fix this later, but unless you're not logged in on one of your devices, Bubbly, if you use more than one, there's no way you can get an ad while you're sub. I've not got subs on. I've not got ads on for subs.
Okay. Let's see what's on the other side.
I'll check it out. I'll find it. Here it is.
Finally,
This is a
I can
nice
use
series.
some fresh air.
You can post it in my Discord if you want, and then I can find it. Can we use that then? The official name for it. This is obviously terrifying. You'll see why in a minute. So you got that poor kid here
Sector
crying.
6 is right over there. We just need to walk a little bit longer.
Wait
That's
for it.
all.
How do you answer that? Like, that's just... They really do add on the intensity and the reality of loss here and how everything's over.
You can rest easy, folks. We can assure you no monsters have been sighted in the vicinity.
And these guys are trying to do the neighborhood watch thing. This is a cool insight to what underground tunnels look like, maybe in the future. Thank you, heroes. I'll check it out. It's a good spot for it.
What are we supposed to do now? A house? A saving?
If you've just joined the Discord, go to the pause jump section and mute that. You'll thank me later. You can just mute that one section. The rest of it's fine.
Don't say that.
You'll thank me later.
Work out for us. They always have.
I suppose you're right. The house was pretty old. And it's not like
Although I don't think it's used much anymore. Basically, it's just an emote spam section. This is kind of cool. So this is back to the tunnel, which you can never use again. But I liked this tunnel here and like connecting. It made you really think. It made you think about how close they were and how.
Hello! Is there anyone out there that needs some help?
And how it had, you know, when he screams out there, oh my god, it's like, it's terrifying. Because now you're like, because when you play the original game, you thought there's no way, because what happens in the original game is you see Elmira, then you're like, we're going to go save Aerith, then you go back to the wall mark, you collect your batteries, you climb up and you see the plate on top of the ruins of Sector 7. You don't think that actually the pieces just fell apart and there's actually still the parts of the slum are still there and stuff, and actually we can see it now. It's kind of crazy that they put that in there. You think there'd just be a big massive plate here.
My God.
And they're like, they just
a little more. Come
their
on.
home is like gone.
It won't budge. Make room.
Morrow, you're alive.
With me. Ready?
Let's be honest, they only needed Cloud and Barrett there. Let's be honest here, Cloud and Barrett alone could have done that.
Great job, guys.
Barrett was like, good job. I didn't carry that literally by myself.
I can't tell you how relieved I am to see you. So, what now?
Don't know.
Music here is really haunting.
Find something. Anything to do.
Been back to the bar yet?
No.
Maybe you should go take a look?
Okay. First the bar, then the rest.
Careful. The roads are a mess. Watch your step or you'll wind up in a hole.
Hello! Anybody out there? If you can hear me, say something!
So I said this before, Miles, they don't really talk about... Miles not really confirmed to be who she is, like, who she's in charge of. She's clearly the boss of the neighborhood watch, right? Because she is like, she's such a good manager. She's like, you go here, you do this, you should try to do this. She has such control of things. Even in situations, her home and everything's been crushed. She is the most, what's the term? Level-headed person here right now. Like, next to Cloud, I would say, is the next person to it. But like Tifa, Barrett, emotionally, but everyone, she's just like in control of the situation, in charge, knows what's going on. The song, huge shout out the song. Yeah, very well timed.
Anybody out there?
I take it that little Marlene's safe and sound? That little girl's a hell of a lot stronger than you might. I take it that little Marlene's safe and sound.
What about Betty?
Can you hear us?
Hey!
Hey! Anybody out there? If you can hear me, shout! Can you hear me? Anyone there?
Oh, I forgot to do this.
Hey! Hey!
So while we're here, we can look up and see that there's literally, we can actually see the sky for the first, well, kind of see the sky without a plate above us for the first time. And it really like creates that haunting feeling of, oh my god, like, you know, the world's ending here. We can look around and see all of the plates destroyed. I always expect to see more plate, but we'll cover that in a bit.
If you can hear me,
but it creates, because the first thing you think is, where's the plate? Where's the top of the plate landing line? Actually, it's kind of an angle, isn't it? Of how it's happened. Because it fell in parts as well, like there's bits everywhere, like all this rubble and stuff. Look, in the next, I think it's the chapter after this one, you realise, or
if you can hear me, shout!
That it's still there, but it's like on a, it's not like complete, yeah, like it's
Can
like,
you hear me?
yeah.
Anyone there?
Oh, here's the path. But the underground section's still there.
Tifa.
Get back!
That was an interesting close-up.
Shit.
Hear that?
That's Wedge's cat.
What?
The cats are really good in
Let's
this game.
follow it.
But the cats are kind of weird in this game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's something about the cats in this game that I feel like they know more. So I feel like they can see the whispers at times. Like something about them. You know, you've got cats and animals have like more senses, but they seem to be fully aware of everything's happening.
Is this all that's left of Wedge's place?
Okay, that looks like a bit of the top of the plate, to be honest with you. Yeah. Like, they still show pieces of the top of the plate off, like upper part.
Hey! We're coming down! Stay right where you are!
And then, So, when people wondering where this came from,
Reeks of Shinra.
first time we got to Sector 7, the Weimer said there's a hidden research apparently hidden on the facility, hidden within under Sector 7. And this is it. Now, when I first heard him say that, I spent ages running around Sector 7 trying to find it, and I was like, oh, actually, it's just debate for later on. But the boundary breaks of this game, the boundary breaks of this game are fun to watch. Yeah, I don't know if they still work. I think they patched all that, didn't they? But yeah.
Wedge?
Wedge!
This kind of felt out of place, and how Wedge got all the way down is beyond me. How did he got to that door? I don't know, but like, obviously things breaking created the hole, but where's the normal way? Oh, there was a normal way in. Surely they would have seen it. Now, I'll be completely honest with you. There's been lots of conversation about some things being padded out in this game, and I feel most of it worked pretty well, including the side quest. This kind of just felt added. This just didn't. I didn't feel this part didn't feel necessary, but it fulfills the chapter. So.
Shout if you can hear me!
But I like the song.
Hey!
The sewer, yeah, the sewers are annoying. But the sewers are in the original game, at least once anyway. But like,
if there's no path, you gotta make one.
But this also just makes me want to talk about why the hell we can't control each character. So, one of the things that bothers me is you're always using Cloud, which is fine for the original game because it makes sense. It's how Final Fantasy is laid out, right? But you can walk around with Tifa and Aerith at points in this game, and now Barrett. So why can't, when I set a leader out of menu, I can't just walk around as Barrett when they're in the party? I get like most of the games to be around Cloud, but like, and if Cloud needs to interact with people, then he can still talk to that NPC, right? But like right here is a good example of Barrett just sitting down. That's kind of cool. But I would have, otherwise I'd probably play the game walking around as Tifa for most of the time. You know what I mean? Like, I really hope in Rebirth you get to do that. Wouldn't it be so cool to run around as Red 13? Like, if you want to speed run through, like, if you're just going through areas again or whatever, and you have Red 13 in your pilot, you could just run through really quickly to get around everywhere rather than, just walk around slowly like the other characters and stuff. Like, it'd be a really cool idea and stuff like that if you can just literally walk around with like, different characters. That's what I'd like to see, you just select which one you lead. I think I personally would want Tifa would call me weird, like call me crazy, but I like to walk around as my favourite character, and we have the opportunity to do it now. So the reason why we like this section where you are Cloud is because it's refreshing to not be Cloud for 5 minutes. But it's not like the original game where the characters all walk inside of each other. Here it's more, they're just always there. A bit like Final Fantasy VIII style. So why can't you just do that? You get to play Steve as a brief, yeah, so just for a brief section though. By the way, how's it going, Kylie? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today.
Must be a secret Shinra facility.
Bugaboo!
See ya!
I might as well equip his new weapon. Oh. Let me finish live save first. Also, hard mode, if you ever need some boxes, you can shoot with this. It's not very well done because he auto aims it, but yeah, I wish you can aim certain things, but oh my god, if they're gonna do stuff like this in Rebirth, let us aim with Barrett, please, because it's a bit. But it's kind of cool, you just go and shoot with Barrett. But it's really good for a hard mode if you need MP shards, this is the way to do it.
Come on!
I just wanted to do that quickly. How's it going, Barnabas? Okay. So now I can put on Big Bertha, which is like Barrett's best, one of his best in-stock weapons, I think. Let me just level that. Well, it's one of his more powerful weapons, I'd say. Say best in slot. What we're talking about. But this is really good for like building up on his. Already he's giving me loads of health, which is like his tankiness already. I gained like 1,000 health just from that alone. Like Barrett easily gets close to like before you know it, Barrett's like already in like 7,000 health at some point in this game. And you're just like, how did I get there already? Like I never really in the original game you pay attention, especially if he's already at just about 5,000 HP. In the original games you always pay attention to your health, especially like or your max health rather. Beating 1,000 HP for the first time is always like that first barrier, right? And then getting to 2,000. Here you're already in the thousands without even realizing it. Did you try melee build with Barrett? No, I didn't. I always wanted to see what the cutscene was like. I always wanted to be like a cutscene where in a cutscene he shoots, but he's got the wrong weapon equipped. It wouldn't make sense, right? Some materials together? Like what? What, for melee build? The reason why we wouldn't put melee build in Barrett is because you've got cows for that. That'd be crazy, B. No, yeah.
You really want to throw down with me?
I thought Big Bertha shots rockets. Cool.
Check out this shit right here. Oh yeah, another one in the bag.
Oh yeah, I want to set. Oh yeah, I can shoot. Cool. That's where the game wants me to go, right? Look at that. 2,000 gil? Oh. Barrett doesn't like Shinra, right? So we're sure they're both. Just focusing on his hench arm, by the way. And this just shows there's more to Shinra's reaction as well.
Got a whole heap of bags with your name on it. Fuck on this.
And then you got Still Sin, which just makes him immune to the world. Did you just miss? Dang.
You ain't getting out of this. I'm still kicking. Got up for a serious ass whooping. Check out this shit right here. Stop on this. Don't kiss me right.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Don't say. And don't come back.
Maybe it gives you back health as you use it, plus steel skin with reduced damage. Oh, that's cool. How did they even break out, by the way? I didn't know, that was a really cool combo.
Man.
Yeah, I can imagine this useful.
You really want to throw down with me? See ya! How'd you like that? Oh, we're done here. Ah!
I love how that conveniently landed perfectly there. That path just landed perfectly. You think they didn't even want to go through the door? Put some yellow tape there. No one will be able to open the door. Don't need buttons.
Going down, one way or another. Here it comes.
I love using focus shot because it's just like using big shot.
Don't look now, but it's about to get real.
Avoid maximum fury. Yeah, no, it's good. That's what I love about you know, it's that homage to the original game, because the original game you could build characters in different ways. Obviously there was no like class system, where this game focuses more, you know, clouds like the balance between physical. Magic can do a bit of all, whereas Tifa is more of a close combat. Barrett plays as a tank and Aerith plays as a mage. But you can still have options to break that cycle. You still have a magic version of Tifa with like there's a weapon that's designed for that. They all balance out perfect at the end. But yeah, it's nice to say same with the materia. They gave you so many options to do things, and I think they did it because they want the player to create options. I'm pretty certain they said some of them they didn't even know all about all the combos. They let the players figure it out, which is kind of awesome. Which is a good idea as well. But him being a melee is a bit slow. He's slow and clunky, isn't he? So I think that he'd struggle with that. But his playthrough, I'm just leaving things there. It's more of a lore dive anyway. And a PS5 lookout. The game looks. I say this time and time again, but like when you if you ever get an opportunity to play the PS5, please do. Even if it's like around when REBIRTH, play this first. You'll enjoy it. It's so good on PS5. I can't stress enough. When you get the chance to play this on PS5, do it because it's a great experience. No loading screens. I forgot to. I've said it before, but like. The PS4 loading screens has like information that you don't even see in this version, and like